Oh boy, I sure do love to skateboard. Fire! Oh, my back. Oh, hello! This is part 4 of making a disassembly drone base in Blender. If you haven't seen the other parts, go check those out. In the last one, I made 3 new weapons, and I gotta say, I'm extremely excited. I'm going to be doing the same in this video and hopefully getting the most complicated ones done and out of my way. Unlike last time, I'm just going to pick a random one instead of modeling them from easiest to hardest. Rocket launcher, I choose you! Alright, so this looks pretty complicated and overwhelming because it is, but I learned that you can kind of make things more manageable by making the biggest shapes first and then adding all the little details. The biggest piece is just a cylinder, and then once I had that, it became a bit easier for me to visualize this. I think the biggest issue that I keep running into is that all of my reference images are blurry. Even with the quality set to the max, most details are hidden in shadows or other effects. Like the lens flares are insane. I had to do quite a lot of guessing, which was not fun, but I'm sure the end result will look epic. I made some vents on the side, put screws on some places, and this little bar for our tiny drone to hold onto for dear life. What else would this be for? What is this? Usually I just randomly get into the mood to model and I kinda just let time slip by. I forgot to keep track of time, but I think it took me around 5-ish days to make this. I can just get so immersed in modeling that I forget about everything else. The thing that's keeping me sane for all of this is all of your support, seriously thank you, and my music playlist. There's just nothing better than modeling when you should be sleeping while listening to great music. Anyway, here's the finished model. It's a lot better than I was expecting it to be, and despite all of the annoying things, I really enjoyed making this. Alright, I'm just going to hand this to him, hopefully he uses it responsibly. And on to the next weapon.
He's the bomb man.
Look at this man, he's the bomb man. He got bombed.
Oh my god.
Okay, I can't avoid it any longer, it's time to make the laser cannon. When I first looked at it, I was like, bro, this is so hard. But I realized that they basically had the same level of complexity. And the general shape was similar. I literally copied the cylinder from the rocket launcher onto the laser and that worked perfectly. Maybe this wouldn't be so hard after all.
Wrong!
There's just one thing. The reference is blurry. Now I know what you're all thinking, but Roy, you always say that the reference is blurry. Well yes, but maybe I was exaggerating a bit. With the rocket launcher, we get these really nice close views of it in episode 8. They were so close I felt like they were jamming it down my throat. But with the laser cannon, it's all hidden in darkness. I can't see shit.
Biscuits!
Wait, didn't Glitch make an end statue? Oh, hell yeah! Okay, I'm going to try, and later fail, to interpret this blurry mess. So, cylinder, metal sticks, and some squares. I saw this thing here, but I couldn't really guess what it was. It was either these little handles or these flattened cubes. The shape looked pretty similar, and this thing in the middle looks like the handle, or maybe it's just too dark and it's actually a crevice. It could be handles, but in the official statue it's the squished metal cubes. I'm gonna go with handles. Okay, I'm done. Now, wait. Oh, god damn it.
God fucked it.
Alright, never mind, I fixed that. The lower cylinder doesn't seem to have any other details besides these screws, so I'll leave that empty. Then there were these little arms, 4 of these little things sticking out at the sides. Took a bit of screwing around, but I finished it and duplicated it a couple of times. Next at the top are these circular LEDs, which are what shoots the lasers out. Like I wrote, which are what shouts the laser out. Oh my god. Oh bro, imagine, they shoot the laser goes, ah! Oh god. This is what happens when they're sleep deprived, oh god. Now you can slice through your enemies like butter. The laser is also a pretty underused weapon, which I don't really get why. Like, if I had a high-powered laser that I can summon at any time and my job was to kill as many drones as possible, I'd be very trigger-happy. Maybe it's because of the heat the lasers produce, but they fire multiple rockets like it's nothing. And then N is literally fully on fire in the last episode, but I guess he only survived because of the power of love. The laser, surprisingly, only took about 2 days of work to make. Honestly thought this would be like really painful and annoying, but it was one of the easier ones somehow. I'm kinda tired, so I'm going to try and make something a little easier, like the bubble wand. I used an array plus simple deform modifier on a rectangle and bent it into a circle. The rest was really simple, a smooshed down cylinder with the inside removed, and then stick. Do I say stick a lot? I probably do. And that was it, not much else to say. Now for a highly requested one, the chainsaw. For some reason, I kept seeing comments telling me to make the chainsaw, so here it is. You can stop commenting now. I just took a screenshot from episode 5 and imported that as reference. I made the base easily, but then it was time for the chain. I was a little confused, but I found out that you can make the chainsaw effect with an array and curve modifier. I'll just have to make some kind of infinite animation or something. And now I think it's about time that I make that rocket for the rocket launcher. It's kind of just been sitting there empty. In episode 8, we get these really nice close views of the rocket, so I'll just be using that. The whole thing is basically just a tube with an LED on the top and wings, so it wasn't very hard to make. I didn't spend too much time on this one because you'd only see it for a couple of seconds before it explodes. After that was done, I decided to have some fun and screw around, so I make this render with the worker drone in a bit of a pickle. I had a lot of fun making this, and it was interesting to make the particle effects. Who wants roasted worker drone? V would probably like that. Sheesh, got quite a collection of weapons here. Let me just check the list of things to make. Oh, wait, I'm done? Yeah! Wait, I still have to rig it. Ah! Well, you all know the drill. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and also consider supporting me on Ko-fi if you want early access to new videos and models. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and see you in the next one if I survive.